On the morning of July 14, 2023, satellite pics straight out of the European Space Agency snagged a heat blob in Tanzania's Yaeda Valley that flat out ain't supposed to be there. One long-ass snake-shaped thermal streak clocking 31 feet, slithering against the damn wind, then ghosting into a baobab cluster where zero rivers even flow. 3 hours later, Hadza hunter Chaba straight up vanishes while chasing honey, his bow. Found snapped clean in half, splattered with blood, the break looking like it got hit by a hydraulic press cranking over 4 grand psi. Whatever was creeping on the Hadza wasn't your garden variety python. Nah, this was some ancient, nightmare-forged beast, and the sucker was still jonesing for seconds. Look, the Yaeda Valley is the kind of spot time straight forgot to wrap up. The Hadza, last true hunter-gatherer crew in Africa, glide through grass taller than your average NBA dude like they're smocking the joint. They tail honeyguide birds to wild hives, read the breeze off a vulture's wing flick, and spit a click language older than freaking Babylon. But summer 23, Valley started talking, back in a dialect no elder ever clocked. First red flag was dead-ass silence. Honeyguides are greedy little hustlers, they always want their wax cut. This one, perched up, shacking like a leaf, wouldn't touch the hive with a 10-foot pole. Chaba logs the weirdness, slaps some ochre on the trunk, keeps it moving. Dude had zero clue the bird just saved his bacon. Cut to satellite thermals dropping, the second bombshell. This thing's core temp bouncing between 77 and 104 degrees in under 6 minutes, straight up impossible for any reptile on the books. Eggheads called it a glitch. Hadza, they dubbed it Kiboko Mwitu, the river that walks no cap. Elder Nanu fire dancing across her wrinkles lays it down. My granddaddy told tales of a snake that guzzled moonlight shadows, got fat on hush. We figured it was bedtime BS to keep kids from wandering. Stories can lie, the valley, hard pass. Fast forward 3 days on turbo, human prints pop up, then poof, gone mid-stride, swapped for a furrow wide as a monster truck tire. Kid's sandal half buried, strap sliced cleaner than a sushi chef. Edge ain't torn, it's compressed, fibers fused like a junkyard crusher. Third freakout was straight behavioral. Hadza dogs, wild, zero fucks given mutts, suddenly acting like certain clearings after dark were radioactive. One turns up at dawn stiff as a board, eyes bugging, tongue blacker than crude. COD, squeezed till lungs popped, but zero bruises. Shaman Dawdy rolls baobab seeds for a reading. They land in a busted circle, zero with a gap. His take, hunter flips to hive yawl. By night 7, 3 hunters ghosted. Hadza don't do panic, they pivot. But pivoting means knowing your opponent. Nobody had laid eyes on the river that walks, yet. So what goes down when the boogerman finally gets the munches for daylight? July 21, 2023, hottest damn day ever logged. Valley shimmering like a bad acid trip. Chaba's kid brother Juma, 16, voice still cracking like pubescent thunder tails a kudu solo. Pride's a rich man game, teens though, universal dumbasses. Kudu tracks cut off colder than a bad date. Ground ahead, plowed open, trench thick as a Ford F-150 tire, oozing clear slime that reeks of pennies and mango left in a hot trunk. Mic drops to Juma's breath only. Then wet, nasty slurp, boot in mud but bass boosted. Camera jerks skyward, nothing but heat mirages playing tricks. Fourth curveball hits the nose. Folks miles out swear they caught a whiff like a slaughterhouse baked under July sun. Juma sniffs it too late. Trench ripples forward on its own. Sub-bass thrum rattles the lens. Kid bolts, thorns ripping skin like cheap Velcro. Grass behind him flattens in a wake neat as a ski boat. Reptiles ambush, they don't sprint. This freak, full-on hunt mode, chessmaster style. Chaba tracking Juma's whistle, stumbles on a busted GoPro. Playback, final seconds. Screen floods with scales, all slick black, shield-sized, crimson trim. One eye bounces the lens, slit pupil, iris, liquid mercury. Crunch, static. Fifth anomaly, body horror edition. Scale shards clock 14 cm, bigger than any snake on record. Keratin tough as croc armor, edges micro-serrated shark style. Mutation? Hell no, this was engineered. Night falls on camp, fire crackling, women pounding baobab fruit like it owes money, kids play fight with sticks. Then shriek animal roar, warrior Keto yoinked backward into black, spear clangs, flames whoosh as a wall of scales blocks the moon. Stench slams, rotten fruit, hot rebar, constrictions supposed to be ninja quiet. This, valley inhaling through a busted accordion. Shadows going full WWE. Chick swings torch, fire skitters across scales like oil on water. Beast circles, pockin defenses. Kid snatched. Mom's scream chopped by tail whip that dusts a clay pot. Tails got grip, ends in bone spade clickin' stone like tap shoes from hell. 6 twist tactical AF. Didn't chow down, it taste tested. Jab disable ghost. Predator runnin' beta tests on new menu items. Dawn paints a war zone. Baskets flipped, blood beadin' on dirt too thirsty to drink. Chaba kneels, fingers the trench. Trail points to the sacred copy. Rock fortress off limits except shamans. Choice time, bail on ancestral dirt or throw hands with a legend. They pick copy, but can rocks and fire outsmart a biology cheat code? Copy juts up like a busted molar, granite chewed by eons of wind. Caves riddle the base, some man-sized, some razor slits. One edge, beast too thick to scale sheer cliff. Or so the playbook says. Tribe rolls in at twilight, torches poppin'. Dawdy mashes nightshade berries, Solanum incanum into paste, spikes it with honeyguide venom. Arrows dipped, wrapped in baobab fiber-soaked toxic. 7th head scratcher, chem warfare. Mucus laughs at pepper spray but blisters like acid on solanine. Hadza turn, salad into WMDs. Trap laid, bleatin' goat hobbled in the big cave, echo bouncin' like a club subwoofer. Chaba plus 3 shooters perch on ledges, bows locked. Drone thermal paints the blob creepin', patient as a cat. Reptiles don't plot. This one waits for dark, wind flip, goat to wobble. Moon hits, scales gleam like fresh asphalt. Full 31 feet, head, wrong turn at evolution, croc long eyes front facing, bonus translucent lids flickin'. Tongue splits 4 ways, tastin' air like a metal detector, goat bolts. Snake lunges airball, arrows rain. One tags soft spot behind jaw, scream rips sheet metal through a woodchipper. Tail thrashes, boulders tumble like dice. Chaba drops lower, playin' bait to keep kids cave clear. 8th gut punch sound weapon. Scream packs subharmonic that spins your inner ear like cheap tequila. 2 warriors eat dirt, dizzy as hell. Dawdy sparks acacia thorn bundles soaked in baobab oil, smoke thick enough to chew. Beast recalls, smoke burns bonus eyelids. Chaba capitalizes. Plants poison arrow down the hatch. Monster spasms, pins a warrior to rock, crack, but twitchin' slows. Tribe fans out, spear tips blazon. Herd the beast to a slot canyon too tight for its bulk. Scales spark on granite. Chaba scales the back, obsidian blade flashin', hacks off tail spade. Thing surges free, melts into night, leavin' steam trail of blood mucus smoothie. 9th flex regeneration on steroids. Chopped flesh knits faster than stop motion. Didn't croak, bounced, dawn creeps, copy dead quiet, body count, 5 gone, 3 messed up. Chaba palms the severed spade, ivory dense, barbs poppin' like switchblades, torches it. Smoke coils black, smell like burnt cotton candy. Next day sats, 0 heat. Trench dead ends at valley rim, grass smashed in a 60-foot crop circle. Dead center, 1 scale still cookin'. Lab deep dive, black budget style, finds DNA with nucleotide sequences not from this zip code. File gets deep sixed. Hadza, still breathin'. Chaba starin' down the lens, eyes hollowed out. We didn't smoke the river, we just taught it our handle. It'll screenshot that. One thin moon night, when bees ghost and wind forgets how to whisper, it'll slide back to close the chat. Valleys chill again, honeyguides chirp, dogs strut clearings. But every sunset the Hadzas spark 2 fires, one for chillin', one to flex on the dark that they're still posted, eyes peeled. No more satellite pings, as of October 30, 2025. Here's the kicker nobody says out loud, that leftover scale, still warm, and every full moon the copy throws a shadow that don't quite match the rocks no more. Hadza kids swear they hear a low thrum under the ground, like a subway that ain't on any map. Elders just tighten their bows, add another layer of nightshade to the tips, and teach the young ones a new click word, wait. Because out here, survival ain't about killing the monster. It's about outlasting the nightmare till it gets bored and hunts somewhere else. Question is, how long till somewhere else loops back to you? Word on the Bush Telegraph says researchers found a 2nd trench last week, wider, deeper, heading north. Satellite glitch, they claim. Hadza know better. They're already packing extra fire, because the river that walks don't forget a face. And it's thirsty again.